because of our fear.
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, my 4C gang? Cooking, comedy, cussing, and a little weed every dog and cocktails. What's going on? Happy Monday. I decided I was sitting there and said, what will I talk about today? And yesterday, when I was talking about the lady from McDonald's, and we got into this deep discussion about what we don't know what can make a person snap. And I just couldn't get over how people were saying it's not right for anybody to unalive somebody, but yet they were almost condoning or understanding. Like, I understand why they did it though, because some people, you got to be careful what you say. Even when I laid down last night, and I was like, people, that's why people weak. People should be able to say whatever the fuck they want about you without you wanting to go kill them. Or you may want to go kill them, but you shouldn't go do it. There is nothing anybody has said about me that has ever made me want to go kill them. I don't understand that. I'm never going to understand that. I'm not going to say, I see why. I'm never going to say, you know what, that was wrong, but they shouldn't have. Yes, words are powerful. But how about this? Words are only powerful if you give them motherfucking power. If somebody, certain shit people just not going to say to me because they know it's not, I don't give a fuck. And I mean, I struggled with this thing last night. I struggled. I couldn't understand it. And I didn't understand why people did not see it from my point of view. And I'm one of the people that, people, children may have been talked about. They have been drugged every day. But I'd rather been drugged for 2 years than somebody to put my mama casket on the screen one damn time. If I can handle that and not want somebody to die, I just don't get it. That's why people keep doxing people. That's why people keep talking about people, because they know it bothers folk. If there were more people in this world like me that don't give a fuck, doxing will come to an end. Doxing will stop altogether. Only people that will say, you know what, but you got to be careful what you say, is people that it bothers them when somebody talks about them. We had Bond on and my sister, and I know it bothered my sister when they talk. Of course, she's going to feel some type of way. I don't know Bond's story, and I know a lot of other people like that. And I always tell people, don't fucking watch. Do not watch. If it bothers you, what people say about you, don't watch. My thing is this, why not take the approach? Instead of saying, I hate to see anybody lose their life, but you got to be careful what you say. How about this? Let's say, I'm not going to, I hate to see anybody lose their life. And if it can get you there, don't watch it. Don't say, because when you say, be careful what you say, you are giving a little pass to the person that killed them. You are giving almost an understanding I understand a little bit why they did what they did because you can't talk about it. You got to watch what you say, and that is asinine. That is crazy. It's like you given an understanding. I kind of understand why they did it. There is no understanding. Look, nope, that motherfucker shouldn't have killed him. Nothing else needs to be said. Nothing else should be said. He was wrong for killing him, period. Why come with the other part? Why come with but you got to be careful. You shouldn't say nothing about somebody. That part don't even need to be said. Nigga, you wrong for killing them, period. Point blank. Unless he has done something to you physically, come on. And I'm shocked that people don't get it. But you know what? It's just like when somebody talk about my mama and they tell me, don't go low like them. Or I always say you don't know what somebody's breaking point when it is talking about somebody. But to diminish someone's life like that, because that's what we're doing. We're diminishing a person's life when we say, you know what, they was wrong for killing them. But you don't know a person's breaking point. You got to be careful what you say. That is taken away from the people, the deceased people. Two lives, a mother and a father is dead because somebody couldn't handle words. We've all said things or done things that's, hey, everybody, hey, happy wife life, Shawanda. We all have done things that somebody or said some things that somebody could have came and killed us for. My sister included. So, a lot of times we put our own personal beliefs and what we feel and what was done to us. But when that husband and wife were killed, come on, somebody. When that husband and wife were killed, that was wrong. Period. Ain't no but. I'm not gonna say, Manny was wrong for killing them, but old boy and them, they were going back and forth with him. When I say that, I'm diminishing their life. Manny was wrong. This is what I said. Manny was wrong as hell for killing them. He shouldn't have done it, and it don't make no sense. That was cowardly. He was evil and a coward. What else is there to say? He was evil. He was a coward, and he was weak because he allowed words to get. Don't blame the couple that is no longer here. What the hell are we blaming them for? Because when we say you got to be careful what you say about people, because you never know, that is blaming the couple for their death. A lot of us have said some shit to folk. Let's concentrate on a person that's weak as fuck. Let's concentrate on the person that is that damn weak that they can allow somebody to make them go to prison for the rest of their fucking life because they couldn't handle some motherfucking words with they dumb weak asses. I thank God I had the mother that I had that taught me that words ain't shit, but actions are everything. Y'all ever heard of don't talk about it, be about it? That man, that husband and wife, ain't did shit. And then here's a dumb thing. when they was in Vegas the night of the shooting. They even tell her, well, the wife walked up to him. That man, Manny walked in their space. They didn't go looking for him. They were live. She turned around and Manny was standing right there. And she said, Manny, and mind you, he had been threatening them. So she said, don't come with all that mess. Don't. And they're like, well, the wife walked up in his face. What the fuck is wrong with you naive ass people? That's naive. Benny and his wife was naive as well. They were naive to not think that anything was going to happen. But other than that, I don't blame them for nothing. Some people have said, well, why would they go to his city? That ain't his motherfucking city. He lived there, but he can't dictate who comes and who goes to Las Vegas. You've had people say, look at him, he's taunting him. How the fuck is he taunting him because they wanted to go to Vegas? I don't give a fuck if Manny lived there or not. What Finney should have done is had security when he went to Vegas. Come on, somebody. Come on. It is sad, very sad, when we will almost justify a person that killed a couple because of a YouTube beef. Come on. Come on. And that just goes to show you how I learned yesterday that people really think differently. And I mean, I could not, I slept about and thought about that. How are these people trying to rest in peace. It's a shame how people weak. That's why I should say weak. Don't write it. My mama said, Mama, don't write it. Check your ass. I got that. Just weak. Weak. And I'm always keep saying that. And I feel ain't nobody did a whole story on just how sad it is that these people are gone. Let's do a story of how sad it is without trying to blame them. Because that's basically, when you do that, it's like you blaming them for their own death. You're blaming them for their own death. And it's ridiculous. Period. Manny should have not killed those people. And we ain't got to say no buts in between that. But, some people, you can't say certain things. Come on. Come on, people. Come on, that's cowardly. That's a coward.
I can't deal with a coward that'll tell you he's the toughest man in the world. He's a gangster, he's a shooter, he's this and that. And then when you get arrested for being just what you said you are, you're not that no more. Not only are you not that no more, you're going to tell on the dudes who are that. You're going to say, I'm not that, they that. I can't deal with a coward that'll tell you he's the toughest man in the world. He's a gangster, he's a shooter, he's this and that. And then when you get arrested for being just what you said you are, you're not that no more. Not only are you not that no more, you go.
And I never realized
I am a coward. And let me explain to you why. I'm not a coward in the sense of I'm a scary, timid person that people can fuck over. I've never been afraid of tough guys in my life. You want to be tough? Let's get tough. Wait! What I'm scared of I'm scared of cowards, man. Now, for the most part, cowards are timid, kind of fearful people. Now, fear is an adrenaline that, when pushed to certain extremes, I tell you what, you go ahead and you push a coward to the point to where he sees red. You fuck around and be burying your whole family, bro. Leave people alone out here. I don't want no problem. I am a coward.
When a hero stumbles, well, the cowards rejoice. Nothing feels better to a coward than to watch a brave guy fall. When a hero stumbles.
My mother told me, she said, you never hit a man where he's.
I am a coward.
You know what? 3 signs of a coward.
3 signs of a cowardly man. He fears honesty. His character has no value, so he lies and creates a false image he presents to the world. He avoids genuine people. Because he has an inferiority complex, he is scared.
You know what? Hold on. Let me look something up, you guys. I mean, I can't believe that I sat here last night and I was just saying, wow. So if somebody came and killed me about words that I've said, so just like when they say you gotta be careful what you say. So when somebody says something about you and you say something back and your words are more powerful than theirs, they come kill you. Does that mean? Come on. So should people just not say nothing about people? Let's listen to this.
What if your next social ad was on TV? You already run social ads, but what about running ads on TV? Doesn't have to be some confusing.
I don't know if you guys heard this story, but it's very sad and unfortunate and extremely crazy. So a YouTuber who goes by the name Sin City Manny over here to the far left gunned down another YouTuber and his wife. Now he went by the name Finny the Legend and his wife went by the name Bubbly. And this whole incident ended up being recorded on Finny the Legend's YouTube Live. So Manny had been riding around looking for Finny because he was in Vegas with his wife. He ended up finding him and he ended up gunning him down.
Thanks, Donut.
Now, of course.
Now I want y'all to look at this because last night it was said, oh, the wife walked up to him. And this is going to show you just somebody's to say the wrong shit and make it seem like that they had been beefing. And I'm going to show this. Hold up. We're going to show this. Oh, y'all. Y'all want to see me this morning looking rough? I ain't even got up. You see how rough I look? Let's see this. Hold on.
Okay, you guys, so beef between 2 YouTubers ended very tragically yesterday. I don't know if you guys heard this story, but it's very sad and unfortunate and extremely crazy. So a YouTuber who goes by the name Sin City Manny over here to the far left gunned down another YouTuber and his wife. Now he went by the name Finny the Legend and his wife went by the name Bubbly. And this whole incident ended up being recorded on Finny the Legend's YouTube Live. So Manny had been riding around looking for Finny because he was in Vegas with his wife. He ended up finding him and he ended up gunning him down.
Thanks, Donut.
Now, of course, I can't play everything, but he ended up pulling out his weapon and he gunned down Finney. Now, shortly after, he ended up gunning down his wife. And honestly, I think she was in complete shock about the whole incident because she went to grab her phone, but you can tell from the look on her face, she couldn't really believe what was actually happening. Now, when she grabbed her phone, you ended up seeing the phone drop on the ground, which indicated that during that moment he did actually shoot her also. He ended up shooting her 2 times in her back. So this beef allegedly started when Manny pepper sprayed Finney's wife Bubbly on Fremont. Now Finney would allegedly get online and clown Manny, but Manny allegedly kept escalating the situation because he would call Bubbly's job, and Manny and Finney along with other people got into a physical confrontation where Manny ended up pepper spraying him. So somewhere along the line, both men ended up striking each other's channels. Now, if you don't know what a strike is on YouTube, it's basically a copyright issue. So if you're taking someone else's content, they can report you to YouTube and YouTube gives you a strike. Now, if you end up with 3 strikes, your channel is done. So they were going back and forth, striking each other.
Clear though, y'all, because we all laugh and joke. This is a PR. This is a PR moment. We all laugh and joke, but mental illness is real, and we can clearly see this guy is mentally ill. So one thing about it, that's why I want to put it on y'all too. If he give us another strike and I got 3, y'all know that channel mean everything to him. He don't got no outside friends, nothing. I don't think I could do it in my heart. You know what I'm saying? This.
So did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear what this lady said? She said, Manny, they did it to each other. They did it to each other. Manny called Finney's wife job. See, I have not been looking at this story, but as I go through here. So Finney and them did nothing more to Manny and them. They did it to each other. So I don't care what. You give what you got. You going to kill Manny was wrong as hell for going to kill Finney and his wife. And as you saw in that video, Manny walked up. He had been looking for them. He walked up to them, and the wife said, "Don't come with that. Don't come away with that bullshit." People say he walked up to the wife. Walked up to him. No, she turned around when he walked up to them. This is your reporting is a little biased. Yes, I'm saying everybody was saying that wife walked up to Manny. No, he went into their space where they were. Then, Sid, you were the one that said, look at him. They're in his city taunting him. That wasn't taunting him. They can go where they want to go. Baby, I just watched this, sis. We just watched it. I just looked at it for myself. Manny walked up to them. The wife turned around and said, don't come here. Don't come here with that. And he shot and killed them. So I'm saying this. Anybody, and I stand by what I'm saying because I couldn't, it just stayed on my spirit last night, you guys. It stayed on my spirit. And I couldn't let this thing go. Listen. Oh, so anyway, I could not let this thing go. When you have people that says, you know what, you're right, it's wrong for somebody to be unalive. But you got to be careful what you say. All of us have said something that could have got somebody unalive. We have put up pictures of people that somebody sent them that somebody could have been unalive. We have put up audio of people that somebody may have took wrong and could have unalive. All of that. All of that. So it's nothing. So let's stop saying we got to be careful because ain't none of us been careful. And let's concentrate on the fact that a coward ass motherfucker went and unlived a husband and wife. That's weak. That's people that's weak. People that can't take what other people say about them when you do the same motherfucking thing. Manny called that woman's job. They struck each other. So why are we saying but? And then you have some people out here reporting, making it seem like, then you have people that say, well, he did more to Manny than what Manny did to them. No, stop coming from a personal space and place. That's like somebody gets slapped every day before school, and then a motherfucker kill that person. Another person that's been slapped every day before school but didn't do anything about it are going to champion the person that killed that person. You know why? Because they was being slapped and they was a coward and they couldn't do nothing about it. It's sad. It's disrespectful. It's disrespectful to Finney's family, to Bubbly's family, to their children. I'm going to go on a campaign just for Finney and Bubbly. Their voices need to be heard. Somebody needs to speak up for them and stop trying to justify just a little bit. Because when you say they shouldn't, you got to be careful what you say, though. That's justifying just a little bit that Manny was somehow, like people can kind of understand why they did it. Understand why that motherfucking clown looking nigga did it. Never will I understand that. He was wrong. Totally 100% wrong. There is nothing we can say that's going to make, ain't no but. I don't believe, I don't think nobody should kill nobody, but the moment we say the word but.
Online so he can hear it too. Shout out LDT. But I don't think I can take his challenge money, man, because I think he's so close to going in the closet, man, and he's so close, man.
Fuck that. You know what the first thing I asked you, did you give him a strike? Fuck that. You swing at me, we swing it back twice. Boot him to
But it all came to a head on the night, and Manny was riding around looking for Finney when he found out that he was in his city.
Y'all see that?
Work confidently while on SSDI with all self-employment services. We can help you participate and find
was in his city.
It almost reminds me they said something about my mama. You don't know my damn mama. You don't know my mother. Not this look, remember that day? Remember back in the day, y'all, when you were in school, you put a stick on your shoulder or something on your shoulder, you knock it out, that mean they was talking about your mama. If they knocked something off your shoulder, they was ready to fight. How fucking ridiculous. How fucking ridiculous. But
Jerome, I'm out here searching for my baby. Look, I went through every fucking casino there is. I heard there's one of my biggest fans here in fucking town. I'm dying to see him. Fucking dying to see him. What are we doing? Fuel bar tonight? Is that what we're doing? I'll fucking be there. I'll fucking be there.
now what I'm saying is, I see a crazy person. I see somebody that needs help. I'm not going to say but he was wrong. I'm not saying but at all. Ain't no but in there for me. This motherfucker right around. Let's talk more about the people that should have reported him as he was looking for these people to end their lives in cold blood. It had nothing to do with their motherfucking words. This motherfucker was gonna kill somebody. Someone. It had nothing. Let's concentrate more on this crazy coward here. A person that showed up with a gun to kill a husband and wife for doing the same thing he's done to them. Yeah, you have people in here, but you don't understand. He quit his job. That ain't Finney's motherfucking fault. Oh, but he tried to get them cut off Section 8. That's making fucking excuses. People have done worse to me than that. Way worse. Some people can kill people for not being loyal. You have some people out here that have not given loyalty the same way that person is giving loyalty to them. So if that person snap and kills somebody, does that make them wrong? There's a lot of fuckery. It ain't words. Actions can get you killed. Sometimes it ain't even just about money. Yeah, people keep talking about 2,000, but you know, they $2,000. Get the fuck out. It ain't. Come on. Stop diminishing Finney and Bubbly's life like it was nothing. That man regarded their life as if it was nothing. And it's hurt. And it's hurtful. I looked at Finney and Bubbly one video, and I literally had tears in my eyes because I'm like, wow, here y'all are no longer here. And some people don't even know it when they say, but you got to be careful what you say, are diminishing your lives and making it seem like it's y'all fault that y'all dead. When y'all say that, when anybody says, but you know what? I don't think nobody should be alive, but you got that is diminishing this husband and wife's life. Just like if somebody was to kill somebody for cheating with their husband. And and you said, you know what? She wrong, she wouldn't be killed, but she shouldn't have slept with her husband. That's diminishing it. Instead of saying, first of all, that was your husband's thing, and you should not be. Come on. It's sad. Elaine says, it's sad how the spiritual world, warfare, is consuming this world. This app is sad. Be careful what you put. Come on. But still, it's sad when we will diminish somebody's life. It should have never happened. They did no more to Manning. Well, they both did stuff to each other. And that was being weak, a weak coward. That wasn't standing up for nobody. That wasn't standing up for your job. That was just being weak. But then he told people not to go watch him. That happens every fucking day. None of that makes me want to diminish Finney and Bubbly's memory. Or to make, imagine how their kids look at one of these lives and see, but you got to be careful. That's diminishing. And it's sad.
You better fucking believe it. come to my city and think I'm not gonna show up? You fucking think I'm not gonna show up? I should have been the first one to be told, right? Somebody.
That's just like somebody just showed here, and I asked, "Were you in this city?" And they did way worse to me than what they did, what Finney did to Manny. I didn't show up. I didn't have them murdered. Could have. Could have murdered them myself. And I don't want to hear. But you know, his breaking point is different than yours. It shouldn't be a breaking point when it comes to words. I'm never gonna say I understand or you gotta be careful what you say. That's ridiculous. Just downright ridiculous. And some of these people out here reporting on it. And when they get and say the stuff that they say, I'm sorry, my sister included, you're wrong, you're naive. And it's kind of heartless. Heartless. Until it's one of your own.
So send me my invite. Mr. Marcus. That's right. Be outside. We doing fuel bar tonight? I'm fucking there, homie. What's the fuel bar without the fuel? We're doing the fuel bar tonight. Fucking go. Or wherever you go, I will be there. Oh, man, come on, I have to say hi to my biggest fan. You know?
Just crazy.
You know? Heard that shit, I jumped out of my fucking
Hey,
bed.
Jalea.
Came out here so fucking fast. I'm very disappointed right now. All this long stream, and I didn't see my biggest fan. Teardrop. Just know instigators get this shit too.
Now, Manny is in police custody. He ended up turning himself in, and his channel is gone. But if I had to take a guess, I think they're probably going to try to get him for first-degree murder because it does seem premeditated. And this is extremely unfortunate. I mean, 2 lives gone over what? Some pettiness, some
Thank you.
that people just couldn't let go. And it really wasn't worth it because this man is probably going to spend the rest of his life in jail. But I'll keep you guys updated. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this senseless tragedy. That's all I have for you, and I'll talk to you later. R.I.P. to Finney and his wife, Bubbly.
You see the camera recorded. There's hundreds of people around, and you still pull out a gun and shot and kill these 2 people over an argument. There's a YouTuber by the name of Finney the Legend. Him and his wife, they were out in Vegas near the Bellagio Hotel. They were recording. They were doing a live stream. I guess they got into an argument with this guy. I'm not sure what. If y'all know exactly why they were arguing, drop it in the comment section.
Now listen to that. That lady, the girl before this guy, did you hear her once say, R.I.P. to Finney and his wife, Bubbly? You know why that was so believable? And I felt that. Because she didn't say, she said over something so senseless. And that was it. She didn't say, but you got to be careful what you say. That is honoring someone that has passed away and not diminishing it. You have a lot of people out here diminishing their lives. That lady did it the right way. You have a lot of people put their own personal experiences in these things. She didn't say, but you got to be careful. Don't say R.I.P. rest in peace and then say, but. That's why we got to be careful what we say. She never said that. She said it was senseless. When you say you got to be careful, when people say you got to be careful what you say, then it's not senseless anymore because you're giving credence to it. You're giving a insight to why you think it happened. No, it was senseless. It shouldn't have been done. Ain't no words or anything else need to be said after that. It was senseless as fuck. And this young lady here needs to have, for her reporting, A1. No personalization in there. She called it what it was. She called it what it was. A senseless murder. What else needs to be said? A senseless crime. What else needs to be said? Nothing. She didn't diminish their lives by saying, but you know, they were talking about them, but he talked about them too. They both did it. So, period. Let's leave that up. It was senseless. I mean, ridiculous.
It's a paint and primer.
Boom, 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 boom. Shout out to my mama, Michael A.
If you hood educated, I'm glad you made it. Allow me to unfold my knowledge, wisdom, and understanding from a hood brother's point of view to all of you here, there, and everywhere. Now check me out.
When they cut the music down like this, they gonna say, you ain't gotta go home, but you gotta get up out of here.
That YouTuber, Finney the Legend, finishing up one of his last meals at lunch right here in Las Vegas. Finney the Legend caught up in that YouTube feud with the person who appears to shoot Finney right on camera.
8 News Now investigator Kyle Payne joining us in studio tonight to help break down this deadly online beef. Kyle?
Brian, Denise, Finney the Legend has relatively few subscribers on his main YouTube page, about 4,000. But that didn't make the virtual brawl with his online rival any less real.
I heard that one of my biggest fans here in town. I'm dying to see him.
Dying to see him, an eerie online foreshadowing of what was to come. YouTuber Sin City Manny on the hunt for another YouTuber known as Finney the Legend.
Thirsty, hungry. Gotta come in under a fake name though.
Mocking Sin City Manny at what may have been his last meal in Las Vegas forever.
Don't die to death, says TC.
Eating and drinking with his wife and friends before he was killed.
I want to say Sin City family and Manny. Sin City family and Manny.
Finney's YouTube stream was someone who sounds a lot like the President of the United States trolling Manny and a group known as the Sin City Family over a copyright warning which may have been at the center of the dispute, as explained on Finney's stream by one of his online guests.
If anyone needs to be struck down, it's Anthony Manny. That's who needs the copyright strikes. That's who needs the axe.
Part of an internet subculture that might seem strange if you're not part of it, but apparently very real to those involved.
With a bandana like this, you gotta be diehard.
That's Manny on Finney's stream 5 days ago, downtown near Fremont, where Manny seems to have staked a claim as king of Fremont.
He is the least informed Vegas person out there.
This type of thing that Finney the Legend and his online cast of characters would criticize.
Better believe it. You come to my city and think I'm not gonna show up?
And to which Manny seems to have taken great offense.
Cold-blooded demonstration. And the worst part of everything is that it was streamed live. I mean, for those of you who ain't seen the video, look, it was streamed live. The whole murder was streamed live. The whole double homicide was streamed live. Now, y'all know I don't show that type of content
on my channel. It's all over the internet. If you want to go find it, go find it.
Just a shame. It's
No,
sad.
hold on.
It's so
Hi, I'm
sad.
Autumn, Nordstrom's National Beauty Director. The anniversary sale is serving up some serious.
What's up, fam? This your boy, Cut to the Chase TV. Be sure to hit the like and subscribe button, and be sure to share this video. I got some news for you Negroes today. A YouTube beef turned deadly after Sin City Manny shot and killed Finny the Legend on live stream. And if that ain't tragic enough, he also took out his wife. And the moment the news hit the internet, the moment this story went viral, everybody's acting surprised, everybody's shocked. They can't seem to fathom how a man can take out another man over a YouTube beef. I'm not one of those people. I'm not shocked.
Are you fucking kidding me?
A beef between two YouTubers has turned deadly. I have a few videos and timeline of events leading up to this.
Are you fucking kidding me?
A beef between two YouTubers has turned deadly. I have a few videos and timeline of events leading up to this, but I just want to give you some neat context. A YouTuber and his partner were killed Sunday when another man believed to be a fellow YouTuber opened fire near the Bellagio fountains in Las Vegas. The shooting happened at 10:40 p.m. Pacific time on Sunday when a local YouTuber known as Finny the Legend was live streaming his walk along the Las Vegas Strip, accompanied by a woman believed to be his partner. While streaming at the Bellagio fountains, another man, believed to be fellow YouTuber Sin City Manny Wise, also known as Sin City Family, walked past them in the background, not appearing to notice them. Seconds later, the man reappeared in the camera's view while being confronted by the woman. He then pulled out a pistol and began firing at someone off-screen in Finney's direction. At least 7 gunshots were heard as people ran for cover. The woman grabbed the camera and appeared to fall to the ground while the final shots were fired. The live stream was turned off by the police officer a few minutes later. Also, the shooting is believed to be an isolated incident, noting that the suspect and the victim were engaged in some type of conflict involving social media. The exact circumstances of that dispute were not immediately clear. So Sin City Manny Wise is the YouTuber that was the shooter. Finny the Legend was the victim. Now, I checked both of their channels, and it looks like Finny the Legend was just a general vlogger. He did unboxing videos and whatnot. And Sin City Manny Wise did a lot of Vegas content, like hotel reviews and whatnot, which made me think, like, what could this beef have possibly been over? Feather pillows versus foam pillows? I mean, what the fuck? How did it get this serious? But I'm going to show you a video of the victim, Finny the Legend, mocking Manny Wise in the middle of this beef. And in a roundabout way, eerily predicted these turn of events.
Let's get this clear though, y'all, because we all laugh and joke. This is a PR. This is a PR moment. We all laugh and joke, but mental illness is real, and we can clearly see this guy is mentally ill. So one thing about it, that's why I want to put it on y'all too. If he give us another strike and I got 3, y'all know that channel mean everything to him. He don't got no outside friends, nothing. I don't think I could do it in my heart. And I'm saying this on live so he can hear it too. Shout out LDT. But I don't think I can take his channel from him, man, because I think he's so close to going in the closet, man. And he's so close, man.
Fuck that. You know what the first thing I asked you, did you give him a strike? Fuck that, man. You swing.
I mean, he was almost right. Little did he know that it would be him and his wife taken out. That's eerie, man. That's why you got to be careful, guys. You really don't know who you're fucking with, and you don't know what they got going on in their life. Also, apparently, he made a 5-hour live stream mocking the guy, the shooter, and his wife.
Like, who leaves the house looking like that? Like, what about leaving the house like that makes you like feel like that's tight? Like when he left and he put that makeup on as a guy, and then he put the hat on with the fake cholo outfit. Like, what about that? Like, what do you think he said? Like, do you think he was like, man, I look hard tonight? Like, what is his goal? I don't get it. What's his goal? Does he want to look like a clown? Does he want to look like a cholo? What's his goal? He's a
all I know today, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. All this shit. All I noticed that
Jesus, can you learn how to fucking talk, Marble Mouth?
his goal is to be zesty as hell, boo.
Okay. I don't know. I don't wish I had my zoom in game like Donuts. Donuts be zooming all in on shit. Cause look at how her back going. Is that Machete's woman? Like,
yeah, you whooping the shit out of Machete.
Is that Machete's woman right there?
Yeah, yeah, it is.
Like, you know when Martin said that nonsense, that is the definition of nonsense right there. Like when it sinks in. Like, look at how when you get to the ass, it curves inward. Like the ass is supposed to curve outward, and hers curves. She got an end booty. We got a front booty, and she got an end booty. That's an end booty right there.
I mean, she does have a long back, but I can only fucking imagine what caused this beef and made it get so personal. Now there's a video of this guy, Manny Wise, the guy who was getting mocked, the eventual shooter, driving around Vegas during the day searching for this guy.
Jerome, I'm out here searching for my baby. But I went through every fucking casino there is. I heard there's one of my biggest fans here in fucking town. I'm dying to see him. Fucking dying to see him. What we doing? Field bar tonight? Is that what we're doing? I'll fucking be there. I'll fucking be there. Better fucking believe it. You come to my city and think I'm not gonna show up? You fucking think I'm not gonna show up? I should have been the first one to be told. Right? Somebody should have sent me my invite. Mr. Marcus. That's right. Be outside. We doing fuel bar tonight? I'm fucking there, homie. What's the fuel bar without the fuel?
And then it culminated into this guy, Manny Wise, finding the other guy, Finney the Legend, while he was live streaming in front of the Bellagio fountains, killing him and his girl, shooting them both dead. I gave you a little bit of a clip of it off the top. You could find it easily. It's everywhere. But I mean, this guy obviously the guy Finney was correct about this other guy suffering from mental illness. But I mean, you're prodding and poking at a mentally ill guy. Obviously, there was no way to know that this guy was going to fucking whack him in front of thousands of people on the strip. And it's like, listen, I understand the fucking rage and the reaction, right? The guy's mocking you publicly. You feel emasculated. He makes fun of your girlfriend or your wife or whatever, tells you she's got a long back. But it's like, if you have that much of an issue with it, you find him on live stream, you tap him on the shoulders, you tell him, put your fucking hands up, and you whip his ass. You don't go with a firearm and flush your life down the toilet, kill him and his fucking girl, unless you are completely mentally ill. Who knows? Maybe he was terminally ill. I mean, there was a picture of him on Fremont Street. You touch a fucking door handle there, you get fucking Hep C, AIDS, everything known to man. I've been on Fremont Street. But, I mean, this is a developing story, but this shit is wild. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and if you want to see the full graphic video, you can look it up on X. It's everywhere. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps me tremendously.
Here's your iPhone 13 on us.
About time we switched.
Total's got you, Diego. Hey, good luck tonight.
Total Wireless is in your corner with unlimited 5G data starting at $25 per month. Hey fam, it is on tonight.
I'm gonna play this other one.
The tragic shooting of YouTuber Finny the Legend by Sin City Mannywise. A full breakdown. On the night of June 8th, 2025, the Las
But
Vegas
it's
Strip
not
was
even that
rocked by a
serious. I was
shocking
just
act of violence.
trying to go through it. My point of it is this. It's a shame that this movie, I don't know what somebody said. What somebody said. Over $2,000. It's crazy. Crazy. People will dox you because they can't understand. Because they can't get you back verbally. They will put up pictures and find out where you worked. Then doxing leads to murder. Murder? You have to be cold-hearted to not see that. Evil. Pure evil. Pure evil. Come on, let's see.
Depending on how long they've been here and how much they read or watch the news, they might not even realize what happened here just hours ago, Marie. And this is something you mentioned, the world watching this. Well, this all began allegedly on the World Wide Web. In fact, usually arguments on social media, they stay behind the screen, but on Sunday night, that was not the case, we're being told. YouTubers and social media personalities have been posting that the alleged shooter and one of the victims, that they were YouTubers who had an ongoing beef. News 3's Tiffany Lane has been digging into posts to see what may have led up to this deadly incident.
Latoya, the shooting was seen on live stream. Both the alleged shooter and victim each had a couple thousand followers on YouTube, many of which were watching their live streams when this shooting happened, they tell me. And from what some of them say, the issues between the two go back for quite some time now, but they never expected it would get to this. As the deadly shooting unfolded on the Strip, YouTubers and other social media personalities started streaming.
They
say many on how long they've been.
They actually showed the shooting where that man walked up. So when you have people saying, no, the wife walked up to him, the wife didn't walk up to him. He walked up with the intention on killing them. But that is us giving a little credence, a little light on to Manny. I want y'all to see this. Okay, hold on.
And how much they read or watch the news, they might not even realize what happened here just hours ago, Marie. And this is something you mentioned, the world watching this. Well, this all began allegedly on the World Wide Web. In fact, usually arguments on social media, they stay behind the screen, but on Sunday night, that was not the case, we're being told. YouTubers and social media personalities have been posting that the alleged shooter and one of the victims, that they were YouTubers who had an ongoing beef. News 3's Tiffany Lane has been digging into posts to see what may have led up to this deadly incident.
Latoya, the shooting was seen on live stream. Both the alleged shooter and victim each had a couple thousand followers on YouTube, many of which were watching their live streams when this shooting happened, they tell me. And from what some of them say, the issues between the two go back for quite some time now, but they never expected it would get to this. As the deadly shooting unfolded on the Strip, YouTubers and other social media personalities started streaming. They say Manny Ruiz, known on YouTube with his wife as Sin City Family, and YouTuber Finny the Legend had an ongoing beef.
Let me put it that way. I see bullying on both sides. Because I don't think people
on both sides
and started being bullies. I think something had to happen to cause that to happen.
Finny the Legend's channel is still online, showing many videos about Manny and his wife Julie. Finny often in hours-long live streams, sometimes sharing Manny's videos and reacting to comments made against him or responding to Manny. Manny's page taken down as of Monday morning, but some sites sharing clips, including this one from last year.
He recorded a live stream where Manny said that he's basically going to come after Finny. So let's have a look at that quickly.
That's got a red light, Finny.
That same YouTube page called LFP Gaming showed a clip of Manny searching for Finny before Sunday's shooting when Finny came to town with his wife.
I'm out here searching for my baby. I went through every casino there is. I heard there's one of my biggest fans here.
Manny can be seen in several videos wearing face paint.
Sad.
I spoke with one YouTube fan who follows Manny and Finny closely. He says the beef goes back to fans finding out that Manny is trying to control streaming in the Vegas area.
It's demanding, like you can't go here, you can't do that. And a lot of people don't like that, so he started losing his streamers.
Daniel, who did not want his face shown, said the online feud that included Finny insulting Manny's wife and Manny using racial slurs only got worse through time.
The followers that were normally with Manny are now giving money to Finny.
So then that kind of started this back and forth feud on streaming.
Yeah, that made it worse. Yeah, for Manny. And then Finny would post, look at how many viewers he's got now, or his viewership was going down.
And again, this is all information we're getting through the YouTube world. We are working to get more details from police in the meantime, as well as confirming some of the information we were provided from the.
Let's look at man pleads guilty killing his mother, killing mother, daughter.
2025 IRS
What did they do?
now has open enrollment. It's easy to qualify.
You can imagine losing two people, innocent people crossing the street. Heartbreaking. Heartbreaking. That somebody could just come and take their lives.
A sigh of relief tonight for a family on a crusade for justice after a driver hit and killed a mother and daughter in downtown St. Louis.
The man behind the wheel pleaded guilty in the crash that killed that family just crossing the street. It was Valentine's Day in 2024. 21-year-old Alyssa Cordova and 42-year-old Leticia Bracero both died after a Jeep ran a red light, hitting them both at 18th and Olive. Our Shoshana Stahl was in the courtroom today and spoke to that family afterwards. More than a dozen family and friends of the victims packed the courtroom earlier today. They were filled with emotions and tears, telling me that when they heard the word guilty, it finally allowed them to breathe a sigh of relief nearly a year and a half after their loved ones were killed in downtown St. Louis.
Emotions are everywhere, everywhere. It's been 17 months. It took 17 months for him to plead guilty. He knew what he did wrong.
Alice Bracero says this is the start for justice after her nieces were killed in February 2024 while visiting St. Louis from Chicago. On Tuesday, the man charged, Monte Henderson, pled guilty. Henderson was accused of speeding through a red light, hitting and killing 42-year-old mother Leticia Bracero, known as Letty, and her 21-year-old daughter Alyssa Cordova as they left a Drake concert downtown.
We want to keep Letty and Alyssa's spirit alive, always to be remembered. And our family is just heartbroken. It's just like a whole. There's not only one piece missing, there's two. You know, they're not here to celebrate holidays, birthdays.
Family hugging outside the courthouse with signs, jewelry, and shoes with photos of their loved ones taken too soon. This surveillance video shows a Jeep driving more than 70 miles per hour before hitting the women as they crossed at the intersection of 18th and Olive. Prosecutors say Henderson's blood alcohol level was more than double the legal limit, and the women had the right of way to cross at the crosswalk.
Alyssa had a life ahead of her. She wanted to get married. She wanted to have kids. She wanted to travel the world. She wanted to be a nail technician and do business. Leticia was a supervisor at a bank. They were just happy people.
On Tuesday, Henderson pled guilty to 2 counts of first-degree involuntary manslaughter and 2 counts of armed criminal action. Bracero has been to every single court hearing and says she wanted a trial.
I wanted everybody to see around the world what he has done. They're not the first. They ain't going to be the last. Laws need to be changed.
The prosecutor asked for Henderson to be taken into custody today, calling him a danger to the community and a flight risk. The judge agreed and even argued Henderson didn't show remorse for his actions.
We're getting justice, and we're getting it now after 17 months.
Now, did y'all hear what this lady said? She didn't go into, she said, you know what needs to be done? Laws need to be changed. Now, you know, I hate that they lost their life. You know, you need to be careful how you cross the street. I hate for anybody to get hit by a car, but you got to be careful how you cross the street. Even though the light was the right of way for them, you still got to look. Doesn't that diminish their life? The nerve of me saying that? Oh, yeah. He was wrong for hitting them. But, you know, that street had a lot of people get hit at that particular crosswalk. Why walk across that one? That is sad. CMA, I'm at work. Enjoy your day. You too. Yes, thank you, lovely. Everyone in chat, have a great day. I'm not watching the chat. I know you're here. Take care. The chickies and the oopsie man. Oh wow. Hold on. Oh wow. Wait. So sad. What the hell? I'll have to replace it. Make this sound like it's a lot. It's a lot much. That is like me saying to these young ladies, you know what? It's wrong for any car. to run a red light and hit pedestrian. But you know what? You got to be careful how you cross the street. That diminishes their lives. And this is and he's a young man, a nice looking young man. Gonna be somebody's boy toy in prison. Hey, Upward, I just don't get it. Uh, mm, mm. Let's hear this other one.
Last year, a kilo of gold was worth $60,000.
I was just really a take it back
This year, it's worth around
last night.
$100,000.
The shooting comes after months of an online feud between YouTubers Finny the Legend and the accused shooter Manuel Ruiz. Fox 5's Molly McBride joins us in the studio with a new look into what could have led up to last night's shooting. Molly.
Well, through one of Finney's friends, we're learning more about what could have led up to this shooting and what Finney and his wife Bubbly meant to the Vegas, Arizona YouTube community. A son, a father.
He's a good father. He takes care of his kids.
And a grandfather. Derek Ware tells me the Arizona-based YouTuber, Finney the Legend, was just a big, friendly guy.
If something was wrong, he would just always check up on me.
He was a husband, too. Ware says Finney's wife, who went by Bubbly, lived up to her name, lighting up each room she entered.
She would have fun everywhere she went. People wanted to be around her.
He says he actually met Finney through the accused shooter, Manuel Ruiz's YouTube page, offering insight on the feud between the two YouTubers.
This was brewing. This brewed for 2 years.
Ware says it all started back in 2023 when Ruiz pepper sprayed Bubbly on Fremont Street.
I was saying, I'm just glad it was pepper spray and it wasn't bullets.
A grim foreshadowing of what was to come.
I said, I don't want to see you here in pain with bullets in you. So let's figure this out.
Ware says Finney chose to never get physical.
His wife said she was okay, so he was just like, okay, let's handle this another way.
Instead, he fought back online.
He controls his emotions very well. That's what I liked about him the most.
Ware says Finney held a weekly live stream where people could speak freely about anything, including their grievances with Ruiz.
Manny was welcome to come on and defend himself. He kept it fair. It wasn't just a bashing. It wasn't just let's talk about Manny, talk bad about Manny. It's just everybody's experience.
Ware says as Ruiz lost followers, Finney's online popularity grew, dethroning Ruiz from his position as king of the tight-knit Vegas, Arizona YouTube community. But Ware tells me he never thought Ruiz would escalate to this level of violence.
That's just sickly. He's sick. That's just, what do you get out of that? I don't get that. You just ruined 2 families.
Or that a jealousy-fueled feud would take away his 2 friends ever. Ware says if he wasn't resting for an upcoming surgery, he could have with Finney on the Strip Sunday night. His one message to our community: Finney and Bubbly were so more than YouTubers. They leave behind a heart family.
Yeah, come on.
All right, Molly, thanks, and stay with
That's
Fox
what we
5
need.
as we
That is
continue
stuff
to
we
follow
need to
this
hear.
developing story both on air and online at Fox 5.
We are looking for gamers who want to learn how to become video game testers, designers, or programmers. If any of these interest you.
Good morning. Everybody here was worth calling.
That's for those stuff. It's here.
That's it. You need to go. No, they're up. Right there in the camera. Why would you take a picture in open court like you just did? We don't need to ask that. I am working. You can't do that right in my face like that now. Alright, please, see you turn here. Alright, on the back, on there. Okay, let's start going, everybody. Manuel Diaz Ruiz, 25CR049486. She is present for the. Alright, and the defendant is present in custody as well. This is 25CR049486. Good morning, everybody. Mr. Fidelis for the state. That's right. You have a copy of the complaint? Right, so you have a copy we read? Yes. All right, so now's the time. We just want to set the prelim now, or what do you guys want to do?
Actually, Your Honor, I think at this point in time, that Mr. Rose would like to, ask for perhaps a 3-week status check. He has not had any opportunity to speak to family about the possibility of hiring private counsel, and I think he would like to have that possibility. So, we would ask for 3-week status check, and also within that time, within that time, I'm going to, file a written bail motion on his behalf as far as his bail is, there is no bail set.
Right now, you're in no bail, sir. All right? My understanding is you want to continue this with the possibility of hiring your own counsel, is that correct? Then yes?
Yes, sir.
Yes? Or you do understand you would have a right to have a preliminary hearing within 15 days away from that date?
Say yeah like you said yeah on that video.
So let's go ahead and open it. July 3rd is a 3-week date, is that okay for everybody? Yes. All right, so again, he's going to remain on a no bail. We'll do a 3-week date into July 3rd at 8:30 to see if you're going to hire private counsel. If not, the next one has is for counsel. I'll say that right now, and we can address any other matters at that time. Okay? Thank you. All right, everybody. Thanks for coming. All right. And then.
So that was Manny.
Are you getting the runaround from workers' comp after your work injury?
That was
You're not alone. A lot of injured workers are stuck.
That was.
The 911 calls came in quickly, some from people on the strip.
And the shooting comes.
Oh, just sad. Just very sad. I mean, extremely sad.
Recording.
Wait, hold on. Let's look at the next one.
Recording.
That was Manny turning himself in. I don't feel any remorse for this man at all. He should not have done what he did. It's ridiculous. Anybody saying but, need their butt whooped. Anybody that's saying but, sorry for them losing their life, but. What is wrong with mine?
When people think that it's okay to beef, and now this has ended up deadly.
An online conflict turning into real life consequences. A YouTube
showing up to let the
wait, that is the one that wanted to go against my son.
Showing up to let the world know that this is just a problem.
Okay. Wait, y'all.
showing up to let the world know that this is just a problem on YouTube where people think that it's okay to beef. And now this has ended up deadly.
An online conflict turning into real-life consequences. A YouTube streamer accused of killing 2 people in front of the Bellagio, claiming it was self-defense. The coroner confirming the identity of those victims as well. Thank you for joining us at 4. I'm Kirsten Joyce.
And I'm Brian Loftus. An arrest report contradicts the shooter's account. 8 News Now reporter Joshua Piguero breaking down the very latest. Manuel Ruiz, the YouTube streamer accused of killing 2 people in front of the Bellagio fountains, appeared in court on Tuesday after turning himself in to police.
Nevada versus Manuel Ruiz.
Ruiz, who goes by the name Sin City Manny on YouTube, walked before a judge handcuffed.
Good morning, Mr. Ruiz. You were arrested for 2 counts of open murder and use of a deadly weapon.
Ruiz is accused of killing Rodney and Tanisha Finley on Sunday nights. They're YouTubers who go by Finny the Legend. An arrest report we obtained says Ruiz shot Rodney twice in the head and several times in the arm. He shot Tanisha in the back of the head. The shooting was captured on the Finny the Legend live stream. Police say the online conflict began Halloween of 2023.
It was childish. It was crazy. It didn't make any sense.
Marquise Wiley, a fellow YouTuber, showed up to Ruiz's court hearing. He was following in real time the conflict between the 2 YouTubers.
It was all about who was the biggest Las Vegas YouTube content creator. And it was in competition. And when you watch YouTube, you see different creators competing for viewers. That's what I thought it was about. I didn't think it was going to end in violence.
An arrest report says Ruiz fled the scene after the shooting and tossed a murder weapon in the Paris parking garage. Ruiz told police he was acting in self-defense, but investigators did not list in their arrest report any weapons on Rodney and Tanisha Finley.
They might talk about my eye, they might talk about the way I look, but I would never get a gun and shoot somebody. That's just crazy.
Ruiz is being held on no bail. Clark County District Attorney Steve Wilson tells me he's planning to file murder charges against Ruiz. Putting in downtown Las Vegas.
2 people on the Las Vegas Strip makes his first court appearance. Police say that Manuel Ruiz shot and killed 2 people over an ongoing feud. According to an arrest report, he claims that it was self-defense and he was ordered to be held without bail. The next court hearing set for this Thursday. We're also learning more details about the deadly shooting of a YouTuber and his wife on the Strip. It happened on Sunday. We want to thank you for joining us live at 6. I'm Latoya Solman.
And I'm Jim Snyder. Glad you're with us tonight. Police have identified the victims as Rodney and Tanisha Finley. A GoFundMe has been set up to pay the funeral expenses for the couple that other streamers say were visiting from Arizona when the shooting happened. We have live team coverage for you tonight. Christian Drummond has been talking with a witness to the shooting.
Yeah, but let's start with Tiffany Lane with a breakdown of Manny Ruiz's arrest report and also the alleged beef between the YouTubers prior to the shooting. Tiffany?
Manny Ruiz is claiming self-defense in this situation. Now, local YouTubers say, let's let the justice system decide. But however that decision goes, they say this online beef between the YouTubers should have never gone this far.
It was unethical, it was stupid, and he deserved to be in prison.
The YouTube world responding after a shooting that led to the death of Tanisha and Ronald Finley.
They were kind. They were beautiful people. They were. He was a good father. He was a great grandfather. He was funny. She was full of life.
YouTuber The Other Me, who streams all around Vegas, calls the Finleys his friends. He also knows Manuel Ruiz, the man accused of killing the couple on Sunday night.
It's not only bad for both families and their children, which our heart breaks for the children because their lives are destroyed on both sides of this. It's bad for our community.
Ronald, known on the platform as Finny the Legend, and Ruiz had an ongoing feud online. Manny's YouTube page with his wife Juliana called Sin City Family, where he's often seen wearing face paint. Manny's first appearance in court on Tuesday with streamers in the audience.
I'm showing up today just to say all YouTubers are not like that. I'm showing up for the victims because they did not deserve to get killed.
According to Metro's arrest report, Manny told police that when he ran into Finny on Las Vegas Boulevard Sunday night, he believed Finny was reaching for a gun and shot in self-defense. The report states Manny also shot twice at Finny's wife Tanisha because he thought she was reaching for a gun too.
Wow.
Turns out it was a cell phone and a gimbal.
The other me and other YouTubers believe the beef between the two parties goes back to an incident in the Valley.
Something that happened 2 years ago on Halloween. There was a pepper spray incident, and there was kind of a scuffle on Fremont Street.
One witness told police Manny threatened both him and Finney in the past by making finger gun gestures with his hand while saying pow, pow, pow. Manny's wife also told police that Finney and Manny recently had an altercation on Fremont Street, and Manny was cited for battery. The other me says things should have never gone this far.
I never in a million years thought that it would get to this level.
I stopped by Manny's home Tuesday to get a comment from his wife. No one answered. Now, also in that arrest report, police did ask Manny's wife about a video that Manny posted the day before the shooting. Essentially, he's driving around in his car, threatening someone and asking them to show up. Now, Manny's wife did deny knowing about that video in the arrest report. There are a lot of layers here. It's a very complicated situation, an ongoing beef that some have been following since the beginning, but we will continue to follow this story and provide updates as they become available. Reporting live from downtown Las Vegas, I'm Tiffany Lane for News 3. Back to you.
Yeah, Tiffany, so many moving parts. Thank you so much for staying on top of it.
Now,
when you book a car on Turo, you can drive with peace of mind. Help is just a call away with 24/7 customer support and roadside assistance. Plus, Turo offers multiple protection plans, so you can pick a plan that's right for you and relax. Rent a car and hit the road today. Sign up today.
Hit the road. Baby.
The officers immediately ran towards that gunfire, and they found two victims who were laying on the sidewalk, suffering from apparent gunshot wounds. Our officers rendered medical aid to both victims, but their efforts to save those victims' lives were unsuccessful, and both victims were pronounced deceased at the scene.
A man is now in custody in connection to a shooting on the Las Vegas Strip, which killed two people. The shocking moment was also caught on camera right next to the famous Bellagio fountains. Are you kidding me? Police believe the shooting was an isolated incident, but an alleged feud between YouTubers could be the motive behind it. Defendant Manuel Ruiz is booked on 2 counts of open murder after surrendering to Las Vegas police. The victims, Rodney Finley, known as Finney the Legend, and his wife, Tanisha, seen here on another video from Rodney's YouTube page. The couple just started live streaming moments before that shooting occurred. Now, police have yet to officially identify any alleged motive here. So the question we're asking our power panel, what could have made this feud turn deadly? Let's bring in our panel now. So honored to have with me former United States Attorney William E. Linfeld, private investigator and former Army intelligence officer Manuel Gomez, and the host of the Music City 911 podcast, Brandon Hall. Good morning to you all. Manuel, would you kick off our conversation, please? What may have led to this horrific incident?
Well, the first thing I just want to say is Manuel Ruiz is a gang member. If you look at one of the videos that he posts before he finds Finney, he actually goes like this and makes gang signs like that on his hands, showing that he's looks like an MS-13 gang sign on what I can tell. Second, he's walking around with gang tats. Third, he also says on the video, I'm going to get a teardrop. What does that mean in the street? That means I'm going to get a body. I'm going to kill someone. He clearly states that. Now, granted, Finney was instigating him by saying that he had psychological problems and, making complaints, almost shutting down his site, which is still no reason to kill him. But Manny Ruiz is a killer. He is a gang member. And what I find appalling is that nobody has looked at the obvious. When you look at the video of him saying that he's looking for Finney, he is showing the gang signs and he is representing.
Well, we knew your insight would be helpful. Manuel, thank you for that. I want to play for you gentlemen a clip from an eyewitness describing seeing the shooting to Scripps News local station in Las Vegas. Let's take a look.
I heard these 7 shots, just back to back. I mean, it was virtually really fast and really loud, and it was, like I said, it was pretty scary. As soon as my wife and I walked down the first time through here, and we're walking, we getting the chills, a little stomach feeling, an unease feeling. It's not the same as we usually walk through here every day, watching the fountains, and it changed it a little bit. It does, because you just feel a little unsafe now.
Most certainly. I'm sure people are on edge. William Ehlenfeld, I'd love to turn to you next, please. When we think about what prosecutors can do working in conjunction with the investigators who are on the ground in a case like this, would you kind of take us behind the scenes and the kind of conversations that may be going on this morning to gather more information?
Of course, yeah. So the prosecutors are working with the investigators to determine what the appropriate charges should be. There have been 2 charges filed already against Mr. Ruiz, but they'll continue to look at that to see if they need to tweak it before they present it to a grand jury. They'll also follow up with investigators to see if there needs to be additional surveillance obtained, additional interviews conducted. This is a Las Vegas Strip. There's a lot of video available. They've already collected quite a bit of it. Of course, this was being live streamed as well. So they want to make sure they get a hold of all of the evidence, because Mr. Ruiz is presumed innocent until and unless proven guilty, so he'll be entitled to have all the evidence presented to him and his defense counsel so he can try to build a defense. He's claiming self-defense, and so prosecutors will work with investigators to try to rebut that. I don't think they're going to have too much difficulty doing that. Everything I've read and seen makes it look like this absolutely was not self-defense. This was an intentional act. He was seeking to do this because he had this rivalry, this YouTube rivalry, trying to become the biggest YouTuber in the Vegas area. And there's prior incidents with these individuals, so it's going to be very difficult for Mr. Ruiz to defend himself, and I don't think the self-defense argument is going to hold up.
Yeah, excellent legal analysis. William, thank you for that. Brandon Hall, last but certainly not least, welcome back on the show. It's always great to have you. And you do true crime podcasting and certainly have your finger on the pulse of what's being talked about in that true crime community. Tell me, has this incident hit that yet? I know that the video went viral.
We can listen to this. Anyway, y'all, I'm going to end this right here, and I will come back a little later. And I'm just going to continue to talk about weak people on here allowing words to make them dox people and murder people. And then we as a society are giving them a slight pass. Rest in peace to Finney and Bubbly. There will be no but after that. No, watch what you say. I don't ever have to say that. They should still be here amongst the land of the living. All right, y'all. This is comedian Michael Allen. I'll do one tonight. Peace.